Hello everyone. Okay, this is part 2 of the round glitter nails. This is if we are doing some lovely cat eye as the background, or for whatever reason, you can't really do that little extra cure in the back because it's not clear. And when I'm using the cat eye, I like to use less glitter because the effect is really cool with them working together. So we're not just going to cram this full of glitter when we're doing a cat eye background. But here's just all of the amazing holographic circle glitter in that one package off of Amazon. Now, the black looks really cool on camera, and I thought I'd really like that, but it's kind of streaky, and it doesn't show up quite as well on the nails, unfortunately. So for this, my first coat is the Born Pretty Blazing Sky, which is amazing. I love it, but I forgot I also could have used the Nuage Pomely number 7 from the first Pomely set and that's a Japanese gel. And frankly, all of her magnetic gels are amazing. Those Pomely sets are to die for. So I could have just kept this a whole Nuage nail, and I don't know why I didn't. So here we are, but I think the Born Pretty color is slightly deeper blue and reddish orange compared to the Pomely color that's similar. But now I'm going to go in for my second coat with the pure orange Pomely color. And this is number 14 from the Pomely number 2 collection. And that collection, oh my God, is just amazing. Pinks and oranges and some like magenta-y purples. I love it. And I'll just double speed through the whole magnet process, just if that helps anyone to see the kind of stuff I'm doing. And I usually noodle around with it for too long, but there we go. Okay, now here's where our technique veers to a different area. So we are going to use nail foil glue for this. I do this just for my comfort level for gel curing. So this is why I'm doing this different technique. I'm going to use the Gen B. They call theirs gum gel. It's their foil glue. The Macart one that I just showed also works great. I have been pondering whether on foil gel it would be better longevity for the nail wise to basically leave a tiny border around the edges so that softer gummy gel doesn't go all the way to the edge of the nail. I don't know. I think especially if you're someone that picks at things, the foil gel layer is probably the weakest link on the nail, besides the slick large glitter itself. So I'm going to use the more purpley one for this nail, and I'm just kind of spreading it out on a thing, and we're just going to hand place the glitter for this nail, which you can also do for the clear one that we did into the wet clear gel. There's many different ways to get the glitter on the nail. And I think I'm also going to do a part 3 to this because people have had some interesting suggestions in the comments, and I have tried a couple of them, and then I have some tips on those tips because then I noticed a few things that happened when I was trying them for the first time. So I think I'll do that as a third part to this. Okay, and I'm just going to use a toothpick, and I'm just going to dab some gel onto it so that the glitter will stick to it, basically. Okay, let's start hand placing some glitter. Now, the foil glue gives us that tacky surface so the glitter will stick. But the one evil thing about foil glue is as it will give you a false sense of security because, oh, look, everything's sticking great to this. And you can kind of get the larger glitter to, go on the curve of the nail. So you will think you can place it wherever you want. But as soon as you start putting the next layer of gel to seal this in, that starts seeping under the glitter pieces and they start popping up. So any large piece that is on a curve is going to pop up, and then you're going to get that lumpy nail effect. You can either avoid that by strategically placing the glitter like we did on the first one, where you're kind of working with the shape of the nail and thinking about what sizes you're putting where on the nail. Or you can go in and try to kind of put a little blob of gel on a corner here and there and then flash cure it to get that to stay down. It's going to be too late if you do it once you start putting the clear coat on top, because then they're all going to start doing that, and you flash cure it, you're going to mess up the whole layer. So If you have larger pieces on the curve that you know are going to start popping up, you need to tack those down before you start doing the next full clear coat to seal this layer in. So if you're hell bent on putting some of those largest pieces of glitter along the curved surfaces, you may just have to do some preemptive tacking before you put the next layer on. If you find yourself in an emergency and it's all popping up, you can take a piece of plastic wrap, put some clear gel on there, and then you kind of seal it with the plastic wrap to make everything conform to the nail, and then flash cure it. It's not pretty. It's going to be a mess, but I did have to do that one of the first times I was doing this. Now, here you're going to do what I say, not as I do, right, on this next part. So first, do this. I kind of roll my toothpick over it to make sure that glitter is stuck. And if you get lucky, if you can get that next builder gel layer on there and then get it in the lamp to cure quickly, you might not have any pop-ups. Okay, here's the do as I say, not as I do part of the video. In the video, I'm just going to put top coat over this. Don't do that. You need to do a layer of builder gel. So ignore the fact that that says top coat in my hand and imagine that it says builder gel. So now we need to go in with a layer of builder gel to completely seal this in, because builder gel is the only thing that has enough adhesive quality to keep these layers stuck together. On the first ones I did, like these little sample ones, I actually filmed this video first. So these were when I wasn't quite getting my technique down yet. These started peeling up really quickly on a few of my nails. I had done it on my own nails originally. And here's the deal, just going straight on top of that foil gel layer within that super slick, really large glitter for a nail on there, the top coat just does not have the adhesion that a builder gel does. And so between the two of those things, that gummy layer plus the super slick, large surface areas of especially the large pieces of glitter, it's asking for it to peel up. And what I just showed, which is what I showed in the first video too, sometimes, the gels the glitter's so slick, it just repels the gel. So just go in and sort of fill in anything like that to make sure the gel is reconnecting so that we are getting a smooth surface on the nail. So after you've done at least one layer of the builder gel and then maybe even gone in and repaired some of your potholes, then go in and do your layers of top coat. And there we have it. There's our cute little cat eye bubble glitter nails. I really love these guys too. Okay, and just for the end of this video, I'm just going to quickly show some of the other variations that I did. For this one, the base gel is the Mayan B 2 micron gold flash mag 2G10. This whole series is lovely. It's a Japanese gel. And then one of my favorite collections, which I'm editing that video next, is the Luhua Gleam Pop number 25 from it, just so I have some extra sparkle in there. And then I'm just going to go in with the silver holographic glitter. And I ended up kind of doing, the more I did of these, I did patterns on them, sort of almost like a disco ball, it ended up. So there it is before any builder gel. And look, I finally realized, I've got my Zombie King High, which is a non-wipe builder top coat. Ugh. So yeah, you could use this. Remember, I love this stuff. Why did I forget it was sitting there? So this, I think, would be the perfect solution for it. So there you go. There it is with top coat. Now you can leave this plain like this, or you can go in with a non-wipe clear texture gel like this Miss Pink Nails one from Amazon and do a nice little swoop. But if you have that gel in particular, please close it immediately. It starts curing just in high lighting in your studio space. I do love the consistency of it though. Here's a cool, this one's kind of the same, but just purple background. And the base gels for that are just the Yogurt Gels Chewing Gum 97 and the Rosy Hips Quartz number 17. And there we are. There's all of our little variations on our nail. And remember, I am going to do a part 3 to this. I still need to film a few of the little tips and tricks because there's always some very interesting discoveries along the way. So that one will be kind of fun. Okay, there we go. On to do part 3.